In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all a stock that is about to explode tomorrow and why y'all should keep it in your watch list. We're also going to be looking at some of the stocks that I mentioned in the last video, along with doing an update on the market. Alright, y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got the SPY over here, and so far we had a little bit of a pullback between Thursday and Friday. It was looking kind of sus until it gave confirmation that it was going to fall, and the confirmation that it was going to pull back was the close below support, which was right here. Initially, I thought it was a liquidity grab, and then it just get tested. We're gonna look at just this section alone. All right, just this section. We got support right here at 59.88, and then we chop on Thursday. We drop below, and it seems to be. It looked at first like a bear trap, and then it drops again, and then we wait, and then we had this price action during the last hour, and it closed in a very, very weak fashion. All right, so ultimately this thing pulled back all the way down to support, and support is right around here at 5900. All right, now for tomorrow, I think we're gonna bounce. The futures are a little bit positive for the SPY. The Nasdaq is very positive, even though this structure is looking kind of sloppy. This is a very aggressive price session, a very aggressive outcome for this ascending triangle. It is there. It's definitely going to play out because long term, I'm not bearish on the overall market. I think we're going to continue higher. It's just being extremely ugly in this box. All right, so when it gets out of this box, then we'll see smooth price action all the way up. All right, but for now, we have to play this game. And at the moment, it looks like it wants to bounce, so definitely not bearish at all. Looking at the VIX, the VIX spiked on Friday. It spiked all the way up to like 17, right here, 1740, and left a lot of room all the way down to 12 bucks. All right, so we got all this space down here to make some money in the overall market, meaning bullish. When the markets rise, the VIX fall. All right, so when we have space between the current price and $12, there's a lot of room for the market to run. All right, now the stock that I believe is going to make a crazy move that's gonna explode tomorrow. That stock is Wells Fargo. Now I want to share Wells Fargo with y'all for one simple reason. There is a structure on here. Well, two reasons. First and foremost, there is an ascending triangle on the 1 hour. We had the first spike on election day, all right? And then ever since then, it's been holding this level, holding, and it finally broke above $74 in the last trading hour of Friday. And it closed quite strongly, all right? And with this ascending triangle, which is supposed to look like that, I will watch it for a move up to 78 bucks. I mean, the alert is there. Y'all know my thoughts on it. What it's not supposed to do, I'm gonna say that right now. What it's not supposed to do is to fall back in here. No, we don't want to see that. We want to see this thing either open up at the same price or slightly higher, and then we want to see big green volume out the gates all the way up here. All right, to 78 bucks. Now, the other reason why I'm sharing Wells Fargo is because we got to look at Bank of America. We got to look at the other banks because a lot of them move together. So this is Bank of America. And Bank of America, I saw this thing break out on Monday. All right, I took a trade on it right here, looking for a push out the gates to 50. I thought it was actually going to jump on Tuesday 250, but instead it ended up being slow. It just retested a high. I broke even on those calls and I patiently waited. Had an alert right here at 59.40, and waiting for it to ring again. That way we can get some confirmation that it's going to go. So this bullish trend is still in play. And the fact that it hasn't gone below 50, below 45.46 is the reason why I was patiently waiting for this thing to actually show us the indication that it wants to go higher. This is quite ugly. Like, it's usually, the outcome is usually much, much faster. Usually. But I'm gonna show you an example of why it could still play out and why Bank of America could still go to 50, but on a smaller scale. All right. So just look at this. Look at the way it is now. Let's go to Tesla. It looks exactly the same. Somebody asked me a question on Friday about Tesla at the moments that it broke out, right? So I just picture Bank of America with Tesla right now. So we have that first spike on Bank of America, and then we have the breakout on Monday, all right? And then it didn't quite go all the way beyond 47. Instead, it's played games all throughout the rest of that week until Friday, where it kind of broke above that previous high, right? And then the move got delayed to tomorrow. So a move like this is I wouldn't be surprised to see it on not just Bank of America, but also Citi, also Wells Fargo, because the structure is definitely there for Wells Fargo, and the outcome is delayed on Bank of America. So that's why I want to share the banks with all of you. Now, I didn't say this stock is about to explode, but I want to discuss another one. And I guess it's kind of like an update. Again, it's going to tie in well. Now, the second stock that I want to share with y'all is Disney. And Disney, I told you guys, watch it for a long... It turns out I was right. Some people in the Discord gamble through earnings. Because I gave out that analysis way before. I gave like 2 reminders that this thing was actually going to go... Yeah, there they are. So, yeah. So this is on the 13th. Last Wednesday at like 12 minutes before the market close. I gave out another reminder that this thing had earnings. The price target usually is at 122. And some people definitely gambled on earnings, and they made some money on there. All right. But the cool thing about Disney is that it's not quite done yet. It faded during that day, and then it had a spike on Friday. Eventually, it's going to commit to the move up to 122. Eventually, it will. I'm thinking sooner rather than later. I have an alert right at 155. No, not 155. At 115. Maybe I should scoosh that up just a little bit higher. All right. That way, when it rings, it will be good for a long entry to 122. It's going to get there. The weekly chart is looking quite good. All right. And typically what happens is a tag right there, because there are short sellers over here and over here, and they're not trying to see this type of move. So just keep Disney in your watch list. Another updates that I want to share with y'all is Google. And Google, I told you guys, if there was a pullback with the market, this one would be the weakest because it had that right there. All right. And it ended up playing quite perfectly. It went all the way down to 174. So if we're able to make some money on Google, congratulations. They opened up lower, and it never actually got above 179.24 right here. All right. It opened lower and immediately fell, and then formed another descending triangle for a day trading opportunity down. Okay. Now between a Thursday and Friday, I took a trade. I ended up taking a trade on Oracle. All right, because Oracle kind of had 2 structures on there. It had a big descending triangle on like the 1 hour, along with a small descending triangle on the 5 minute, which broke down at the exact same time at the close. So we bought puts on Oracle with the price target being 182. And then I ended up getting out of Oracle completely at like 9:11, right when it got down to 183.9 to make 80% of my money. All right. Now, is everything going to bounce? I think so. Oracle is a tech stock, so I wouldn't be surprised to see it bounce. And the same thing applies for Google. It's looking quite good right now. That alert is going to ring in the morning. Therefore, I'm going to move it up here at 174. Okay. Let's see. All right. So that's my very honest thoughts on all of these stocks. And that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button. As always, I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 10 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, along with the contracts that I buy, and most importantly, the reason why I take the trades that I take to begin with. That way you get to learn along the way. You can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow on social media at Paul and Blumen and Patternology on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stuff, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.